Hello again, everybody. I'm Dan Roberts, the publisher and editor of The Vegas Voice, and I'm joined this time with our entertainment editor, Evan Davis.
Well, yeah, hi.
There you go. That's how you do it.
And I'm the entertainment editor for The Vegas Voice.
You know, one of the great things, no matter how much we poke fun at Evan and he yells at us and everything else, is that Evan has been able over the last couple of years and has done a fantastic job of putting together fantastic, wonderful shows. And what we want to do is just give a very brief rundown of all the shows we have coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly what he said, but that's okay.
You know, I mean, what happened is that the Vegas Voice started. Well, you tell us how you started it.
How do I start?
Once upon a time, yeah. We started doing shows.
Started doing shows. When you came to me, I don't know, 6 years ago, whatever it was, I don't remember what it was, 6, 7 years ago. And you said, we'd like you to be our, write for us an entertainment article, whatever it was. I think I said something like, how much do you pay? And you said, nothing.
I doubled it for you, yes.
Double that. And I said, you know what, I'm not a writer, and I'm just happy with...
Yeah.
I'm just happy with doing my website and my blog at that time and things along those lines. Then about a month later, you came back to me and said, hey, listen, we're getting into doing shows and we'd like you to be our entertainment editor and produce all the shows. I said, now that sounds interesting and it sounds like fun. I'd love to do that. And that's how it started. And it took you about 6 months before you finally realized that I knew what I was doing. We had great entertainment, great performers, and you no longer worried about anything. All you would do, he would say, okay, we have a date. It's, I don't know, February 21st. Put a show together. And that was it. And then he was gone, and I would put it together. Get the band, get the performers. He would give me what the budget was for it, and I would put it together. And that's how it started.
But in your prior life, you never did that, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
I mean, it's completely a new life once you hit Medicare age and Social Security. Is that correct?
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to agree with that. You know, this is going worldwide, so telling my age, we don't discuss that.
No, but you know what? But what it is interesting is that everybody with the Vegas Voice, one time or another, had a prior life. And it wasn't until they hit the, let's say, 50 plus, that they pursued a whole new line of work. And it's something that I guess you enjoy more than anything else.
I do, or I wouldn't be doing it. I'm actually retired, is what my vocation is, or occupation. Retired guy, just enjoying life. And I'm enjoying it even more now by getting involved in the entertainment field here in Vegas.
You know, but the interesting thing is that when we started, or when you started, maybe we did 2 shows every other month, or maybe 5 shows a year. And I'm looking at the calendar now, and what the hell happened?
I don't know, but I think, forget about this year. Right? Even though this year, we did start earlier this year. We even had a couple of shows last year. Right before the pandemic closed down the world. But this year, we have, how many shows we have this year?
We have, I'm counting now, we had 8, 9 shows. And again, we didn't start until April.
Right, we didn't even start till April. And next year we have...
Oh, wait, we'll get to that.
Oh.
Tell us what you have going for the rest of this year. I'll give you a clue.
Okay,
first clue is next week, October 16th.
Yeah, so we better get this tape rolling fast and out. We have Bruce Ewing is doing put together a show called TGIF, and it is 4 composers, I guess you would call them, writers,
right?
And it's Tom for T, Tom Lear, which most people don't know, Gershwin, Irving Berlin, and
you'll never get it.
You'll
never get it.
Yes. And Frank, I think Meyer.
There you go, close enough.
Close enough. But the performers he has, Bruce is going to be singing. Brenda Mandelbach is going to be singing. Kevin Patriquin is going to be singing, and the musical director is Philip Fortenberry. So with a lineup like that, you're crazy to miss it.
And the show is going to be held where?
At Sun City McDonald Ranch in that showroom on Saturday, the October 16th at 7 p.m.
Okay, and then the next show we have, I
The
have to
next,
look,
oh, the next show is
is November 13th
13th
at
November.
McDonald Ranch, and that's going to be a
That's
tribute
going
to
to
the
be
vets.
a
But
trip to the vets with music from the Vietnam era. That's going to be actually hosted and starring Dennis Blair, who is a wonderful singer, songwriter, musician, comic. He's basically an all-around, can do everything. And he's going to be performing, and his guest performers are going to be Michelle Roll, who does a lot of that era songs, and Andrew Miller, who also does some great songs with the Vegas Voice Band.
with the Vegas Voice Band. And then for December, we have two shows.
Yeah.
Now, December 4th is at Sun City McDonald Ranch.
Our Christmas show. That's going to be put together by Bruce Ewing also. And he will have a star-studded lineup with a lot of holiday songs. And that'll be something that's always been a lot of fun. When we do the holiday shows, it's so much fun. People just enjoy it. It's a wonderful time of year, and he puts together a wonderful show.
So really, he does everything. You don't do a damn thing.
I don't do a thing. I just call him up and say, put together a Christmas show. Well, you call me when you're ready to get on stage.
And you can't have a Christmas show unless you have a New Year's show. And we do something a little bit different.
Yes,
and,
we have a dinner New Year's show at Sun City McDonald Ranch. It's a dinner show there, as I mentioned. And it's like a New York New Year's Eve. We have a screen that comes down, so we are showing the ball drop at Times Square at 9 o'clock East Coast time. So by 9:30, people are pretty much done, can do whatever they want to do for the rest of the evening. I go home and watch TV and go to sleep.
And those are only the shows for the rest of this year.
Right.
Right now, how many shows do we have planned for 2022? Even you don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to say 18.
I would say 18 also, but you're probably wrong. But no, I think we got a little bit more. But how do you do it? How do you plan that far in advance? How do you pick the theme? How do you do that?
That is really difficult because people say, "Oh, you got a show coming up in October." Oh, that's great. So you put it together what in August or September, a month before. We have to work usually 3 months in advance. If we have a show in January and we want to get the flyer in November and December's magazine for the January show, well, to get it in the November magazine, we have to have everything ready for October 15th when the magazine goes to press. So to get it by October 15th, I'm working in, what's the month before October? September.
There you go.
I'm working in September to get a January show going. So to get those commitments and to put that together and to know what we're going to do is difficult. You have to get your sound guy to make sure he's available too, get the band set up and everything else like that. And then you have to make sure that you coordinate the people who are performing, that they get what's called the stage plot to the sound guy, so he knows what to set up, what needs to be done beforehand. And it's a lot, and people in the business understand that, but people who aren't in the business go, "Wow, we're working 3-4 months in advance just to put a show together."
So really, since you've been retired, you've never been busier.
That's correct.
Right?
That is correct.
And while we're at it, let's give a plug for your blog.
Oh,
and
yes.
Calendar. Good.
Yes, I have a website, evandavisjazz.com. On the website, you'll find a calendar that I update weekly with local entertainment. Now, I get all that information from the performers. I send them an email once a week asking what their shows and gigs, events are. That's how I get it back. If I don't get that information, I don't put it in. But I have about 200 listings in there, so there's plenty for you to do if you're looking for something to do on any night of the week. And then also there's show flyers in there and other information. And I send an email out now twice a week a Monday edition, and then a weekend edition on Thursday. To about 2,500 people I have on my email list. And in that email, there will be links to my calendar, links to the show flyers, and I have other flyers that I'm highlighting for that week or that month in my email. So I'm pretty busy keeping up with all that and trying to get our shows organized and together. But you do a great job in finding the venues, because he's the one that actually finds most of the venues.
Well, we try and get all the venues, and we hit the Sun Cities, and we have McDonald Ranch, and we're starting again in Summerlin. So
yeah,
you might be even busier.
Yeah, I know.
I know that, right?
Excited.
And your salary doubles from what you're getting now.
That's right.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is really a labor of love, and it's part of what the Vegas Voice does. Entertainment, the best kind of entertainment you can imagine, and really credit goes to my buddy, the entertainment editor, Evan Davis. So, Evan, we're done. You can leave. We're all done. And I thank you for showing up, because you have nothing else to do.
That's right.
And this is Dan Roberts from the Vegas Voice, and we will see you soon.
Hello, everybody. My name is Billy Balboa. Yeah, from the Bronx. You might know my cousin, Rocky. Well, Rocky over there in Philadelphia, you don't have what I have for you folks. I got this, the Vegas Voice magazine, for your health, wealth, and all that other good stuff you're going to experience in life.